It's opening day here in 2030 as the Colorado Rockies look to start their season in Japan this time. The second time, Seoul. Second time we have gone overseas, or third total time we've gone overseas. Second time we've faced the Dodgers, this time in South Korea, as we look to start off our season against a division rival, a team that obviously is a measuring stick to us, but it seems like we have passed them by. Here's what our team looks like. They are projecting us with 92 wins this season. Stephen Kwan to be our most valuable player. Jazz Chisholm to have our best offensive season. It'll be us in the Los Dodgers trying to get back into the playoffs for the third straight year, and the Dodgers trying to get to the playoffs after missing it last year. I believe last year for us it was the Diamondbacks who sent us home early after sending them home in the NLCS the year prior. We're out for revenge. I think last year we did not have as good of a season as we thought we were going to have, and this year is a good year to definitely get back up on that horse and try again. And we got Shohei Ohtani. And the pitching department has been coming back down to earth a little bit, and you can see the wear and tear, the age getting to him. Offensively, still has not skipped a beat, but offensively is where, pitching-wise, is where he's declined a little bit. 1, 2, 3 innings so far, and finishes off with a strikeout on Nolan Jones. A little high heat that Jones cannot get to, and that will do it for the first inning. The Dodgers and the Rockies tied. No base runners for the Rockies in their first half inning of the season. Bobby White, our guy, who has been a postseason demon when we get there, and has been very good in the regular season. When we're not in the postseason, last year the strikeout numbers have dipped down a bit. 156 strikeouts, 182 innings a year ago, under that 9 per, I think around 7.5 per 9 or something like that. Starts the season off with a strikeout. So C.J. Abrams goes down by way of the K. Mookie Betts is next up. Next pitch for Bobby White is sent down the line past the diving Sterling Thompson, getting the start at third base for us tonight and this year. Not leadoff single, but the first pitch Mookie sees, he gets on first base with a single. Amador Tovar combined for a twin killing on Shohei Ohtani, and out of the inning is White. 3 up, 3 down, unconventionally though, with a hit and a double play mixed in. Bobby White unbothered by the first 3 batters he faces, and we are tied still 0-0. Move ahead to the top of the fourth now. Both teams really not getting anything done offensively, and that was a double taken away. C.J. Abrams, right place, right time, able to get in there and catch that screaming liner. Shohei Ohtani, he goes down on the 12-6 in his next at-bat, and again, so far, we are through 4, and just 2 hits, both on the Dodgers side. Jazz Chisholm up in the top of the 5th, 3-2 count. He will watch a fastball below the knees. Ball 4, first base runner for the Rockies, so a perfect 4 innings for Shohei Ohtani. Jazz Chisholm's going to move up 90 feet, steal second base when Tovar's at bat. And Tovar does really well, runners in scoring position historically. He will watch a 4-seam fastball on the outside edge. Look a little outside. That's why Tovar did not swing. However, is rung up. And yeah, it's a good baseball's length away, but when you're Shohei Ohtani, you're going to get pitches like that. Sterling Thompson gets a slider to hit. Doesn't hit it very well. Popped up, and no advancement, no base hit for him. As Outman comes over and puts it away. We are through 4.5, still 0-0. Dalton rushing down the line. He's going to get a base hit. This is going to get all the way, not quite towards the track, but died enough to let Rushing get all the way up into second base. Extra base hit for the Dodgers, and first extra base hit of the game from either side. Bobby White gets Alejandro Kirk to pop up, and they will strand the runner at second base. Pitcher's duel here in Seoul, as the Rockies and the Dodgers going back and forth. Just 3 hits, and the Rockies still looking for their first hit here in the 6th inning. Tommy Domine up to the plate, looking for a bounce-back year. He's been a little disappointing, even though, again, we've stressed he is young. Just his 8th 21 season this year. He's 19 and 20 when we were asking him to be a good first baseman. He's still trying to figure himself out. Does strike out there, however. So Shohei on a roll to begin things, throwing a no-hitter. And this one is left high. Swinging on it is Drew Romo, and he goes off the wall. The no-hitter is broken up, and a double for Drew Romo. And some cooking going on for the Rockies offense. Romo able to take that high breaking pitch and just smack it off the left field wall, going the opposite way. Amador under that pitch, he will fly out, and that will do it for the inning. So back-to-back chances for both teams. Runner on second base, and they cannot bring him home. Top 7 now as Bobby White continues to go strong. Shohei Ohtani still out there. And that is a line drive single. It's actually going to hit the infield dirt and roll the whole way in the outfield. And it was hit so hard it did not stop until it got to the wall. So an absolute bullet from Nolan Jones. And Nolan Jones, what are you doing, buddy? That's a ball in the dirt match. Jazz Chisholm swings and misses at. Jones thought the ball got away, and it didn't. It ended up getting actually hung up between second and third. And due to that, that's a run off of the board. Nolan Gorman goes the other way. He goes gapping. He's on second base. That should have been an RBI double. But because no Nolan Jones, he was tossed out, nothing's going to happen. So we're still tied 0-0. Should be 1-0 Rockies. Managing to come out and make the switch for Shohei Ohtani and bring in Gavin Stone, 5.55 ERA last year. Is a starter pitcher by trade, but has yet to crack the rotation for the Dodgers. He's been very much a bullpen piece for Los Angeles. And Ezequiel Tovar, again, like we said, historically really good with runners in scoring position, trying to bring home Gorman. And this is a high swing. This is ranging back and over the wall. Home run, Ezequiel Tovar. Didn't hit it quite on the screws, but able to get it out over. And the first pitch Gavin Stone throws is a souvenir. And the Rockies take the lead here late in the 7th inning against the Dodgers. And one run will go to Shohei Ohtani. The other run will go to Gavin Stone. He does let up another base runner. Looks like Sterling Thompson out there on first base. Domine up the middle. That will be a base hit. Now the Rockies starting to churn up some offense. 2 on for Colorado. With 2 outs in the inning, bringing up the bottom portion of the lineup. Drew Romo, 1 for 2 on the day. The first hit for the Rockies today. And that is a nasty changeup. Drew Romo goes searching for it. Comes up empty. Ezequiel Tovar, he gets the home run. He gets us on the board. It is 2-0 Rockies all of a sudden up ahead of the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, swing and miss. Bobby White continues here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Absolutely slicing and dicing up this lineup. This is only the 4th strikeout, but 2-seamer took enough off it, and Shohei out in front. Amador single up the middle. That's going to not runner, but put a runner on first base for the Rockies as Dale Amador is on base, I believe, for the first time tonight. Nolan Jones, he sees a pitch he really likes. High and inside, put out into right field. Betts looking up, and this ball is gone. Another Nolan bomb to start the season. Seems like every opening day he is coming out and showing out, and he is putting a ball over the fence. Again, it seems like every single opening day he does one here internationally against the Dodgers. Got the bat head out ahead of the fastball, able to connect on it, and that brings up Luke Little. So Gavin Stone's day is done. He gives up 2 long balls. He technically gives up all 4 runs, even though one of them would be attributed to Ohtani. Bobby White continues to go strong. He gets inside 2-seamer to tie up Alejandro Kirk. As we are through the end of 8 innings, throwing a gem is Bobby Blanco. Top nine, Luke Little, lefty on against Tovar. That is not a matchup you're going to win often. 2 home runs for Ezequiel Tovar to start the season, especially last year getting hurt opening day and not really finding his footing after that. This is a really good start to his age 28 season. Ezequiel Tovar absolutely pimping one and giving the Rockies a 5-0 lead. With that 5-0 lead, they're going to bring back out Bobby White. He is going to let a 12-6 just dot the corner. Another strikeout, now up to 7 strikeouts. Only had 4 through about 7 innings. Has really ramped them up the last couple of batters. And is finishing very strong, Justin Verlander-esque. Noah Miller, the leadoff hitter. If he gets in there as a pinch hit opportunity, he will go down swinging. Brings up Mookie Betts with a runner on first base. Betts lays into one, did not waste any time. And Mookie Betts, second hit against Bobby White, first home run, and they cracked the complete game shutout on opening day against Bobby White. Mookie Betts, his first home run of the season, I think 37 years old he is. And it's still like LeBron tweet. He's 30. This fucker, he can't go on much longer. And here he is 10 years later still doing the damn thing. And with the lefty coming up and now being a safe situation, we're going to get Bobby out. We're going to let the crowd give him a big hand. And we're going to bring in Roger Calderon to go against Shohei Ohtani. Try to end this ball game 5-2. But Bobby White, 8 2/3, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, absolute gem. Calderon, 45 saves last season. Did blow 9 of them, however. 2 a 3.92 ERA. Against Ohtani, 8 pitch at bat, 3-2 count, fastball at the knees, and that will do it. Rockies win, and we start the season off overseas and with a W. You love to see it. So we not only beat the team to begin our season, we beat a division foe to begin our season. We beat a rival to begin our season, and we beat a benchmark to begin our season. And that is all she wrote here from Seoul, South Korea. Let's check on the box score. Stephen Kwan hitless in the leadoff spot, but 2 hits for Jones, 2 hits for Tovar, both of those being long balls. And from Gorman down to Romo, the bottom 5 of our lineup each had at least 1 hit, and where a lot of our production came from. Drew Romo, Nolan Jones, Nolan Gorman each double. Home run for Jones and 2 for Tovar, and Bobby White, excellent. 2 hits for Mookie Betts, 2 hits for Brett Harris, and that was about it, really, that anyone did against us. Mookie, the only one to really get a hold of a baseball and really drive it out. 2 double plays. Shohei, 6 2/3, 9 strikeouts. He was awesome. Gavin Stone, the one to give up most of the damage. Now we're taking on the Buccos in our home opener. We are back in the States, finally, after a 2-game series against the Dodgers. And here again we are facing off against the Pittsburgh Pirates, projected to be one of the best teams in the league this year. Led by Paul Skeens, who we will see tonight. He is an absolute madman, absolute savage, absolute rocket of a player. And we have him here as the sun sets in Denver, Colorado. Opening day for Pittsburgh overall. Opening day for us at home. And it is a beautiful day in Denver. Again, we got Bud Leonard on the mound for us. We have Paul Skeens on the mound for them. Another look. And after that one, actually they updated the stats if you see it. Now it projects to be 4th in the West with 87 wins. That's interesting. Here's Bud Leonard, 2 of the best strikeout artists in the game. He had 210 last year in 194 innings. Paul Skeens led the league in strikeouts with over 220, 230, something like that. So this could be a very, very fun game if you like pitching. We'll see how well you like pitching, I guess. Bryson Stott will be the leadoff man. He does work a pretty long at bat, went 8 pitches, but he ultimately strikes out on the curveball from Bud Leonard. Let's look at it one more time. And just whoop, right as you start your swing, it just drops off the table and you have no chance. Brian Hayes, one of the best contact bats in the game, shows it right there, up the middle with 2 strikes, and changes his approach and gets on first base with a single. as the Pirates, they get their first base runner early here against Leonard. Brian Reynolds cannot catch up to the heat. Another strikeout for Bud Leonard, multiple for him in that first inning, and gives up one hit. No one comes across to score. Now he gives the ball to Paul Skeens. What can you do? Well, let's see what he can do today, but here's what he's done in the past. 245 strikeouts, so I was selling him a bit short in 209 innings a season ago, a 3.23 ERA, and I think he won the Cy Young last year, if I'm not mistaken. If not, was a top 3 candidate in that voting. He's going to get Steven Kwan to swing at a ball that hits him. 100-mile-per-hour fastball in on the hands that you swing at, and it hits you, but you swung at it. So now instead of going to first base, you have to go on SportsCenter, not top 10, and get laughed at. High in the heat gets Nolan Jones to pop out as well, and a clean first inning for Paul Skeens and company. Let's flick it down to the bottom of the second inning. A good inning from Bud Leonard, it appears. And Chisholm's going to wear that one off the thigh there. No swing from him, so we won't see him have to go back to the dugout. Nolan Gorman up 3-0 count, and ball 4, 100 miles per hour, but they don't care how fast they throw ball 4. And we have 2 on for the Rockies. We fast forward a little bit. Tommy Domine, 3-2 count, 2 on, and fastball that was in the zone, according to all our technology, but not called, and a lucky walk for Domine. Drew Romo, can you bust this one open? No, you cannot. So 2 on, no out. Nobody scores for the Rockies offense, putting up a little bit of dud there, and all reaching via the walk. So interesting. Top 3 as Wes Kath is up, finally getting his rookie season underway. Amador arranging play, going towards the hole, throws back and gets him in time. Big things upcoming for Amador with the glove, it seems. It's a really, really good play. Curveball, unfriendly to Bryson Stott yet again. Another swing, another miss, another strikeout for Stott, and rolling is Bud Leonard. Dale Amador, big at-bat brewing against Paul Skeens, and he unleashes a slider left middle. He did not miss it. Coors home run. Dale Amador, his first of the season. We'll see if he can crack 30 this year. Came close to, I believe, 27 a season ago. And here he is, absolutely blasting that Paul Skeens slider into the second deck here of Coors Field. Rockies up 1-0. Leonard, again, this time against Brian Reynolds, had him down 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Reynolds ropes one into the gap for a double. Kwan gets to it, and Reynolds, standing up, took a little turn, but ultimately decided to get his ass back to second base. The double with 2 outs for Reynolds. See if this amounts to anything for the Pirates. It almost did, but good thing we have Tommy Domine there to shorthandedly pick up that baseball on the grounder and keep them from advancing. Still keeps us 1-1. Runner on first base to start the inning, Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 1 today. Chopper to shortstop, and this looks like a tailor-made 2, and they will get it. So Tovar, opening day magic hasn't quite found its way here to Coors for him. He rolls over the pitch on the outside part of the plate. Textbook between really 2 second basemen playing middle infield, but they will roll with it because their bats are so good. And we are now here in the 6th inning as we erase the 6th inning just like that. Bud Leonard is dueling against Paul Skeens right now. Amador, Jones, and Chisholm, 3 you do not want to see. To lead off are the bottom of the 6th inning, and they will take Skeens out. It will be Josh Fleming. With the influx of lefties coming in, they're going to bring the lefty in. You have Amador, obviously a switch hitter, but then you have the other 3 after him, all lefties, so they're playing the matchup here, and Amador, very good against lefties, shows it there. Runner on to begin the inning. Trying to bust this one open, Nolan Jones will try to do the honors. He's hit lefties for his career all, his entire life, or his entire Colorado life at least, and he does it there. Absolute smokes, a single, 114 miles per hour on that one. into right field and moves the runners up. Let's see. This one's for the Nerds, presented by Google Cloud StatCast. Jumps it right in front of the right fielder, on a line, 114 miles per hour. Jazz Chisholm isn't good against lefties, and it proves it here. Jammed on the sinker, around the horn they go, and runner on third base. However, 2 outs on the play. I'm sure Pittsburgh will take it. And that brings up Nolan Gorman, trying to continue this inning, trying to get a run to come across. It sucked to have a runner in scoring position, no outs, and nothing to show for it, but that's exactly what will happen. Great center field defense out there for the Pirates. Is just right on a rope, right to them. And still 1-0 your score. Hayden McGreary over to Amador, makes another slick fielding play right there and gets the double play. So absolutely stunning defense by Amador. A great ground ball that got them out of the inning, and still 1-0 Rockies lead as we're halfway through 7 here at Coors Field. Look at that turn, beautifully executed. Paul Sewald, 90 innings a season ago, come in with a 3.49 ERA and face off against Drew Romo and company. Runner on second base, Romo. This one's hit high. This one's hit deep. This one's going back and right at the track, at the base of the wall. It is caught, and no run score for the Rockies. Drew Romo can't believe it. I can't believe it. You can't believe it. But we are still ahead of the Pirates as we end the inning. Gregory Santos will come in for the 8th as Bud Leonard's day is done. While he was rolling, the pitch count was a bit high. Jace Bowen dumps it in front of Nolan Jones, who will pick it up off the bounce and scare the runner at second base with a laser beam the third. 2 on, 1 out for the Pirates. Santos going to try to go high and in here against Stott, who is grateful that Bud Leonard's out of the game. Goes 0 for 2 with 2 punchies against Leonard. He will walk against Santos, who just missed on the 4-seam fastball. So Brian Hayes had a weak single to begin the game, has a weak single here. Probably should have gone to third base with the throw of Stephen Kwan, but now it is 2-1. Pirates take the lead against the Rockies here late, and just right back up the middle. Fast enough for Tavar to not get to it. Slow enough to tease him, thinking that he might be able to. And that will do it. We're going to bring in Bo Brisky now to try to mitigate the damage. Went 2 innings in his first game against the Dodgers in our last game in Seoul. Gave up a run. Tovar can't go to second base due to the runner going on contact. So he'll have to settle for first base on the throw. Great play defensively, but it does bring in a run, and then Chisholm fields it off of Brian Reynolds, who punched it into left field, and that will make it 4-1. So 4 runs here in the 8th inning. The Pirates coming alive exactly when they needed it to. Tamar Johnson, chopper to Domine. He will end the bleeding, taking himself, but now you went from trying to keep a shutout going to the Pirates exploding for 4 hits, 4 runs in the inning. Now you find yourself behind, and former friend program, Gabe Spire was our closer during our World Series run now in Pittsburgh after a good season last year. And he threw a clean 8th inning. Nolan Jones, weak pop-up on a changeup he should have demolished, was behind it for some reason, maybe looking for a curveball or a slider. And we go into the 9th. Brisky still out there. And Jace Bowen up the middle for an insurance run. Make it 5-1 Buccos. They are getting close to raising the Jolly Roger. Bryson Stott, first pitch swing to Var, lays out, flip to Amador just in time. A great highlight defensively, but Jace Bowen, the center fielder, still gets a hit up the middle, still makes it a 5-1 ball game, and the Pirates look like they are going to cruise into a win here. Well, Nolan Gorman has other things to say about it. Does get a slider and puts it as far into the seats as you possibly can. Absolutely pummels it. 416, 104 off the bat. liner. Got every stitch of that one. Lefty, too. Also very impressive. And it makes it a 5-2 ball game. 1 out, however, so here we go. They're going to bring in their closer, Jose Hernandez, the reliever of the year a season ago. Had 54 out of 55 saves. Like, one of the best reliever seasons of all time. You just have to say it. Sub-2 ERA, 54, 55, just incredible. Domine with 2 strikes against Hernandez. He goes the other way. Now the tying run comes up to the plate. That being Drew Romo. However, I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to pinch hit for Mark Winchester here. Great with runners in scoring position. Great against lefties. And now we have, against the lefty, the runners in scoring position, the best spot for Winchester to be in. 1-2 count, 2 outs in the 9th inning, up the middle, and that will go into center field. The run will come across to score, that being Tovar. And it is a 5-3 ball game with the winning run coming up to the plate now in Stephen Kwan. Winchester, fantastic job just getting the bat on the ball, put it up the middle, get contact, keep the train moving. First pitch for Kwan, he fouls it away just down the line. Would have been another run probably, even with Domine's very lacking speed out there. And Kwan will chase the slider. Thought he held up, I guess not. 0-2 count now for Stephen Kwan. We're down to our last strike here in our home opener. Jose Hernandez did not blow a save. Only blew 1 save last year. He will not blow one to begin this year. They go to second base, and the Pirates come to Coors Field, get a win against our beloved Colorado Rockies. Is what it is. Whatever. Can't be too mad at it. Again, it is what it is. Hernandez is awesome. We tried late there, but really that 8th inning did us in, and the Pirates, their bats awoken the moment they needed them to, and that's all we have to say about that. 2 hits for Hayes, 3 hits for Reynolds, who killed us, and then Wes Kath and Jace Brown in the 9th hole with combined 4 for 8 with a couple of runs. Skeens only went 5 innings, but the bullpen absolutely shut down until the very end, and it was too late to really matter then. Gorman, Amador, multi-hits for them, 9 hits as a team, just 4 strikeouts. We just kind of got unlucky today. Home run by both of those guys aforementioned. RBI for both of those guys aforementioned, and then also Winchester gets his first base knock of the season and an RBI. 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 4 hits for Leonard, all for naught. And it's Gregory Santos with 4 earned runs. Nolan Gorman, not too long after that, herniated a disc. He'll be out 1 to 2 months. And that means we're going to bring up Heriberto Hernandez. And with Gorman hurt, a new DH. It's going to be Tyrone Garinger. He's going to fill in for DH. This is the guy that when we drafted him, we thought, okay, I think in our first draft year, if I'm not mistaken, 2024, the guy we took a flyer on because we wanted a position player. Turned out he's going to be a high-contact bat, not a whole bunch of potential. And he even crushed those metrics way more than I thought he was going to. He stormed up Double-A, 1 year in Triple-A dominated, and here he is making the opening day roster with the Rockies. And the first pitch he sees, he laces to right field. This is down for a hit. This is down for a double. Coming around the score is the runner. I believe that is Winchester, and that is perfect by Tyrone Garinger. An RBI double, his first major league hit and RBI. One of the few underdog stories we have. A lot of the guys that we have brought in have been former top prospects. We've had to wait for them. It's taken time for them to develop, but these are guys that we knew were going to be studs for us. Tyrone Garinger, we did not know if he was going to have a role for any Rockies teams. Here he is in 2030, getting an opportunity after spending a whole lot of time in the minor leagues. He's going to be a very good bench bat for us for the next few years, I would have to say. Tovar, he's going to put one into center field. This is off the base of the wall, and Garinger will come across to score his first run. Not a whole lot of speed by Tyrone Garinger, but he's like exceptional base runner. He steals a whole bunch of bases for no reason. It's kind of embarrassing for everybody else, but it is what it is. Now we fast forward to the bottom of the third inning where he punches out there. And again, Gehringer is just hit every single level. A couple years in Double-A, hit well over 300, if not around 300 for most of his career. Very unfair he has to go face a knuckleballer right now. Matt Waldron pops it up, and he's out there. Had 1 year in AAA where he dominated, hit over 300 again. The home runs aren't really there, but he steals a whole bunch of bases again for whatever reason. Just really good at picking up when to steal bases and all that. And yeah, so he's been awesome. Nolan Watson walks him there, and then Nolan Watson gets him here in a 13-3 ball game. And Colorado is going to hang on to win. He finished 1 for 3 with a double and RBI, 2 runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. His big league debut, Tyrone Gehringer. Love to see that. Picking up against a big series against the Phillies, one of the favorites to win the National League East. Bases loaded, liner to left field, but stabbed at third base before it got into the outfield. And we keep everybody at bay here. And as we end 8 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits apiece for both teams. We pick things back up in the 10th inning where a bounding ball by Jazz Chisholm gets through the infield, but not hit well enough to score the runner. We hold the runner at third base and kind of let our guys lower in the lineup try to bring them home. Adolfo Dominguez is the man on the mound. He gets Tovar to swing through a high fastball. So that'll be 2 outs in the inning, and here's Tyrone Gehringer, 2 for 3 today. This would be a huge moment for the rookie. Can he come through? First pitch he sees, he will come through. Dive by Bohm at third base. He can't get to it. Runner's going to come over to third base. One will score, and a double by Tyrone Gehringer puts us up 3-2 in the 10th inning. His 4th RBI of his young career, and the 3 of our most important players coming out of the dugout and giving him big props. Love to see that. 1-2 count for Sterling Thompson. He grounds it to Bohm, who is able to field it cleanly this time. No, he's not able to field it cleanly. He fields it cleanly, but has a throwing error, a mistake by Bohm, and we pick up another run. And that brings up Jose Marte, and we have an extra run, more than we probably should have right now. It's now 4-2. Bases loaded for Mark Winchester, and he will pop up. It's a little bit late on the inside fastball. We can't add any more, and that will do it for our half of the 10th inning. But a lead now for the Rockies as we head into the Phillies half of the inning. Let's see what they have in store for us. Turner McLean and Bryce Harper up. We're going to bring Roger Calderon up. So far, 4 for 4 this year, and has 5 appearances out of the bullpen, 2.08 ERA, and a 25% strikeout rate. You love to see it. Bryce Harper, he swings through it, he smashes his bat, and we win against the Phillies. Big win, coming back, doing some work in the later innings. That 10th inning, we got 2 runs on. One we earned, one we maybe didn't earn. Either way, we win it pretty big here, and it's 4-2. Now the series is tied between 2 of the better teams in the National League. Fast forward to the next day, and we have the Phillies again. This time in the bottom of the 9th inning. This is a slow roller that gets through. Justin Crawford comes through and picks up a hit. The only good thing about him being on first base now is there's not speed in front of him. So he can't really use his best weapon, but you still don't want to keep putting guys on. Bryce Terang is going to bunt his way on base. He tried to just sacrifice the 2 runners over, but ends up being safe anyway. Now you have bases loaded, Trey Turner, 3-2 count. This is falling quickly. Nolan Jones picks it up on the bounce, but the runner had to wait. So it's a strike from right field, right to Drew Romo. Now you're a ground ball away from winning. Matt McLean said, yeah, you're not going to get a ground ball. This one smoked, walk-off grand slam for the fighting Phils. Wow, okay. Well, that's the first big disappointment of our season. Oh, not the first, I guess. The Pittsburgh game, losing that kind of sucked. But giving up a walk-off grand slam is not great. And the first blemish to Calderon, as again, Get the Marlboro Reds out. He just cannot seem to have a clean outing in his life. And look at this. Just left that middle, a little inside, and that's exactly where McClain likes it. And he kills lefties. Spent a lot of time in Detroit after getting traded there from Cincinnati. And yeah, it is game over. And the Phillies win. They'll win the series. And that's all I have to say about Philadelphia. Tyrone Gehringer, we go to his at-bat here against DJ Hertz and the Tampa Bay Rays. It is top of the ninth. They have 2 runners on base, both in scoring position. And Gehringer, fly ball. This will be deep enough to score a runner. Also, by the way, new stadium for the Rays is when Oakland got theirs a couple last season, which we saw. Tampa Bay got a new stadium as well. So new stadiums for the 2 worst stadiums in the league. Gehringer comes through. He's coming through a lot in his first taste of big league play. You love to see that. Nolan Jones ever swings over the top of that one. And that will do it for the inning. We got now the Rays up. Try to see what they can do. Roger Calderon will come up fresh off of that appearance against the Phillies. See, that ERA has jumped up tremendously. 4 runs, all earned, without giving up, getting an out in that outing. So that really killed his ERA, and that's just the thing about relievers. That is so volatile. It's more of a game-by-game kind of decision rather than a full season at game. Big slider after the first strikeout, so 2 strikeouts for Calderon. He gets Josh Lowe to pop up, and that is a perfect outing for Calderon, who shuts the door against Tampa Bay. A decent Tampa Bay team, one of the best in the American League East. After that, the league is just dog water, to say the least, and again, some of the best City Connect uniforms the Tampa Bay Rays have. And we come to not the Trop now and pick up a win. So, love that for us. We love that for us. The Giants, however, at the end of the month, here they are. Ezequiel Tovar up. Jojo Romero. Ball stays on the infield. Spencer Torkelson able to stop it, but Tovar too quick gets the bag. We have 2 runners on, and Mark Winchester's coming up. He's at 360, 1,400 OPS, and 4 home runs in limited action this year. Good golly, Miss Molly. Gonna swing off the sinker. That's exactly a pitch Romero wants him to swing at, and here he is with 2 outs, trying to keep this game alive. Romero trying to induce the ground ball. Slider inside. Winchester takes it, hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. We have one right now at second base. Chopper, grounder to second base. Iggy Rosario is there, and that will do it. So the Giants do hold on to win. They get a big division win against us. And that's going to be wrapping up the month. So let's check on some stats and see where we are at the end of April in 2030. Wrapped up April, and a very surprising April. A lot of losses. We were actually 15-17 in a very tough stretch to begin the season. First 5 games, we lost 3 of them. Then we had a really bad week where we lost 5 of our next 6 after that. Went 3-3 the week after that. 3-3 the week after that. 4-2 the week after that. So really had a really tough stretch right here, and then been playing 500 balls since then. It's early. You can't win a division in April, but you sure can lose it. We still just are 3 games back, so nothing really too disastrous. Big reason our offense just isn't where it's supposed to be with the loss of Nolan Gorman. Here's how everyone is shaping up a bit. Steven Kwan doing all right. Amador getting into that power. Benny Montgomery right now is replacing Nolan Jones, who's banged up a little bit with a strained oblique, but he has been crushing it to begin the season, which is awesome to see. Jazz Chisholm, power stroke isn't hitting for average the way he has been, which is great. And the back end of the lineup is really coming alive. Ezequiel Tovar getting that OPS a little back up, but not getting on base. Only 2 walks in the first month and 34 strikeouts. So really just punching out. the super high clip. What is the strikeout percentage at 27%, which is way up, and the walk percent, which is way down. I assume those numbers are going to even back out. We see the power already with triples, 6 home runs, already almost what he put up last year. And already up half the RBIs he had. So I'm not going to be too concerned. I think those strikeout walk numbers are going to even out. Tyrone Gehringer, putting him in the lineup with what's-his-face gone, and he's done nothing but hit for average, hit well, walking a good amount, is striking out a good amount, 25 and 25 games, stealing 5 bases. Again, I don't know why, how he is this good at stealing bases, but he is. A couple home runs. We saw his debut. Awesome that he's getting playing time. Sherlyn Thompson turning his season around. Tommy Domine turning his season around a little bit, but still not really figuring it out the way I thought he was. We made this trade. We made this deal for a reason. It's kind of do or die, not do or die time for Domine. He's just a guy we're going to let figure it out, but I'd love to see it work a little bit more. And our catching tandem has been excellent. Winchester against lefties, killing it. Drew Romo, average is up. Slugging isn't quite there. He is walking a decent amount. 729 OPS, I will take it from him. Quickly, let's look at some big minor leaguers. Troy Wood, fantastic. Enrique Benitez, he's doing all right. Lauren Parker, fine. Any other guys that are catching eyes? William Kang having a really strong showing this year, and Lauren Thomas hitting for average. Leland Metzger not getting really a lot of reps here, but he is someone to look out for as well. Christian playing against lefties. Robert Cairo picking up where he left off. Henry Morales, his first stint, getting a full season ball going. He's doing all right. He did miss about a week or two with an injury earlier on. David Howard just keeps swinging the bat. Love to see that. Fred Gerber swinging the bat well as well. So a nice little update from our minor leaguers to go along. Pitching wise, what have we been doing? It hasn't been great, it's seeming. We've had some ups, we've had some downs. Rafael Parra, an up. Bud Leonard, a big up. He already has 3 wins, and I believe 2 of them have been complete game shutouts. Yeah, he already, just absolutely incredible. 9 Ks per 9, already basically 1 WAR. Walks way down. FIP down, home runs down. Bud Leonard putting together his best season by far. JJ Rose also putting up a tremendous season. A really good first impression, a decent second impression. Is having a really good third impression with us. Over 300 innings pitched now for his career. He also, strikeouts are up, walks are up a little bit. The home runs are real down, which keeps that FIP down. So he's walking some guys, but striking them out, not allowing home runs, so not getting burnt by it too much. Bobby White, he's getting burnt a little bit. 8 home runs already, 16 walks, 47 strikeouts. So the strikeouts are way up, way up. But the walks are up, the home runs are up almost an extra per 9, and the FIP is way up. So not the best showing from Bobby White. James Mora having a real struggle with it too. Only getting 26 innings. I don't believe has had a quality, two quality starts. ERA up over 10. And a big reason for it, well, just guys getting on base. Striking out 13 per 9. Also giving up 4.5 walks per 9. Also giving up 2 home runs per 9. The FIP is way up. Again, just super outlier. Even from his struggling year, that was just more just giving up hits. This he's just walking dudes a whole bunch and just giving up bombs for some reason. It really is interesting. 2 things, especially the walk, something that he really doesn't struggle with or never really has. But, yeah, I don't know what it is. But Rafael Parra doing well. Here's what our bullpen's looking like. So far, so good. Riley Pint, the only big outlier so far. Again, Gregory Santos had an interesting first, and Roger Calderon really, that one outing we saw against Philadelphia blew it up. But other than that, he's been pretty much picture perfect. On the farm, Fernando Benitez having a tough time. Henry Manuel doing really well. And Mark Marbury as well. Here, the bullpen for our minor leagues. And then with our real talent are here in the AA squad. David Moore doing David Moore things. Chris Sutton getting lit up a bit. Bernardo Caruso doing well. And Ken Yamazaki, his first stint of pro ball, not doing too hot with a 6 ERA, but I'm sure that will figure himself out. Here are some of our bullpen guys as well to go forward through, and really Alfred Marino, Jonas Grant, Jose Ornelas, really the only big ones that might make our major league team. That will do it so far here early on the season. Not starting off too strong, but we're not out of it totally so far. So that's what's going to do it here with the Colorado Rockies through April. We'll see you in May and hope we can turn this thing right around.